We'll go through non-verbal communications, the importance of non-verbal communications, voice and speech, the public speaking, all about meetings, because I came to know that there are lots of meetings at your level, how to prepare for the meeting, physical requirements, the agenda, prepare to attend the meeting. Unless the meetings are effective, we tend to lose a lot of money because the time of each of the important people is money. So preparing to attend the meeting, starting a meeting, it's a start. If it's effective, it goes on. If the start is not so effective, that's not so nice. Then conducting the meeting. I think each one of you have to conduct the meeting. The responsibility of the chairman is tremendous. So he has to ensure that the meeting is entirely in order, runs as per time, pleasant atmosphere is maintained. So all these requires a lot of poise and a lot of confidence and relaxed countenance on his part. The meeting is focused on the agenda. Then the minutes have to be prepared. Once the actions are taken, then only we should consider that meeting is very fruitful. Then we'll have next facing the media. Media is very important today, as we all know. Media has grown tremendously and possibly it's not so balanced. They try to create a sensation of everything, which is not so good, but it's a fact. It's a fact of life. They are what they are. And we have to face the media. I think most of you also will have opportunity to face the press or sometimes electronic media in your own places. Finally, we will also talk about how to prepare an effective PowerPoint. Now, we all speak. But how does the voice form and how the words are created? Yes. But how the voice is formed, physically how the voice is formed. Pardon? Encode those ideas. Yes, that's a thought process. But physically how the voice is formed. Those are the words. I'll explain it to you. We take a breath. When I want to speak to you, my brain sends a signal and some breath is released. That breath strikes the vocal cord. Vocal cord is here. That sound is produced. It is not words. Only sound is produced. The words are created by the speech organs. Which are the speech organs? Tongue, teeth, lips, jaw, and palate. So we can all observe everything except the palate. But the palate is also very important. As we will go through some exercises, you will start observing that yes, palate also plays a very important role. The quality of voice is important, whereas modulation is equally important. What is modulation? Modulation is your ability to bring in variance in pace. Pace is easily understood. Pace, number of words that we deliver per minute. It is normally 100 to 150. Variance in pace, pause, pitch, emphasis on the keyword, and the tone. Once again, pace, pause, pitch, emphasis on the keyword, and the tone. All are very important. Tone is also very important. Sometimes between the spouses, it's not the words. The tone creates a problem. So, to say the pace is important, the pause is important. Pause enables the speaker to look at the audience. Now, we know that if we have the same type of pause, that is also very worrying. So pause also need to be varied. And we had our ex-prime minister who used to typically, his pauses, sometimes they were too long. But immediately after the pause, he'll again come out with another idea. Pause has a very important role to play because it enables the audience to assimilate, not only understand, to assimilate what you have said. Then the emphasis on the keyword. Emphasis on the keyword is again very important because the meaning changes. Why it is important? Because we will do some exercises by which we see that articulation can be achieved by use of the speech organs, by using adequate breath. Power can be maintained because sometimes a person starts speaking loud, but then he becomes feeble. His or her last words are not so clearly understood. So all those problems can be addressed by various exercises. Voice is dynamic. It is not static. We don't have to live, okay, this is God-given and we have to live with it. No. It is dynamic. It can change. Maybe some of you already know that Amitabh Bachchan, when he gave audition in All India Radio, Calcutta, he was rejected. His voice was not good. But today, we find that his voice is the most sought after voice. Breath is very important. Now, when we speak, when do you think we breathe? If I am speaking to you, when do I breathe? Pardon? Yes. Ideally, we should breathe at the end of a sentence or at the end of the clause. But if we just start, if I start and say, I went there to, and then I take a pause and breathe, it's not good. It's not so interesting. If I speak clauses and the sentences and breathe, the meaning will be very clear. It's good for articulation. So speak sentences, pause between the sentences, pronounce each word very clearly. If a person speaks in the same pitch, it becomes very monotonous. So pitch also you have to vary. You don't have to become a singer, but you have to vary the pitch in case you want that whatever you say should not only be understood but appreciated. I always keep on repeating, act, never react. Act, never react. Act means you use your mind and you do take any action. React means you react to a situation, somebody says some problem is there and we all run. Or another person, he comes and he says something which is not so good. Again I react, I become angry. Act, never react. Always use the mind, take action, but never react. So this again is a part of the habit.